Hi. Cool, huh? Hi there. Put the camera. Computer. Hi. So, camera. Yeah, my name is Brennan Moriarty. Hi, Mom. Um, and I've been working on some fundamental sociology for quite a long time. I've composed, quantified a unified social theory that it's very fundamental. Um, it takes a lot of energy to talk about it. I talk about it with people all the time, though. Um, and uh, and so I'm trying to get basically a scholarship to study this, or not necessarily a scholarship, but uh, a some school who would want to help me develop this science. It's policies and many inventions, very many inventions. I'd like to do it through a university, just so that there's sound marketing um, and development. It's very sunny. I'm a little sunburned today. Uh, so, whoa. And I just want to say that, I'm like a very sound person. A lot of uh, academics and scholars in my family, and it's um, it's something that I've been working on for a very long time. I have not worked like half of my life. I've just been studying this science intensively. Okay, uh, and I do a lot of poetry, a lot of meta fundamental poetry. Uh, it's and I write some songs. I'm not sure if the songs are they're sort of what's that, slam poetry is in a sense, but they're based on the science, pretty much fundamentally. And so I'm just trying to uh, find some environment to compose in. The social ecology, which marries well with uh, economics, very well, and it's like a message that's really fundamental to transform the world. Uh, it's just, if you read my poetry, you see that I'm like intensely focused on doing fundamental stuff. Put on a hat here because cooking here. Very nice. Uh, so, if there's somebody out there who could uh, help me apply to compose all this stuff, it would be awesome. Yeah, I don't do drugs. Um, I grew up in Santa Cruz, California, and I'm hoping to do this somewhere on the Atlantic region, the Atlantic Ocean somewhere, maybe in the middle. I don't know, um, but not necessarily in California because I grew up there. I'm all educated there, and it's it's fundamental science. That's all I can really say is it's going to transform the world. It's quantified quantum qualifications. It's fun. It's okay. It's very fun. I'm like a really good person to work with, um, and I'm just hoping. I mean, I'm like very focused on the science myself. I desperately need some something to for myself. That it just has to be organized. So I am a very strong, a very good bet. Not just a bet. It's theory. Okay, and I'm good at languages. Very good at languages. Speak Spanish. If you're willing to learn more French, just a tad of French and German, and Chinese are pretty nice too. I wouldn't mind going there for a spell. So yeah, so it's I articulate with people all the time, and I wish I simply had a recording device that I could record the audio, because I'm not only writing this stuff, but I'm also explaining it, and with the proper rest, I'm much more articulate. Yeah, growing up in Santa Cruz, it's surfing capital. There's a university there, and there's all kinds of interesting things going on there. History as well. So it's geography, and it's an unstable social fabric. And I'm working on these basically like what Christopher Columbus was looking for to discover Asia. Well, this is like these threads are the magic silk threads, the loopholes, the pressure vacuums of civilization and society from geography and general happiness. And it's like it's really, really fundamental stuff. Imagine a three-dimensional fractal, which is basically the beam, the scales of justice, the beam, justice, and liberty for all, liberty and justice. And then imagine on the ends of each of those scales, which there are two in this human civil reality, on the ends of each beam there is another beam, and so this kind of goes on almost infinitely. But there are these fundamental ones at the top. It's sort of like the atlas holding the heavens up. That are really, really fundamental. They're just it's science, but it develops into design technology, product paradigms, and it'll probably be 2013 that someone said, don't even try until the end of this year, until very near the end of this year. Then you can start trying. So that's probably it, because too much preparation. I guess people get scared by that, and that's understandable. But when I'm ready now, so yeah, I'm extremely intelligent and very humble. I've been around many cultures, and just check out my bio, if it's my biography or whatever. So this is my perpetual plea to the world, that I've been working on. I've developed all this stuff, and I'm just hoping to find a place. I'm hoping someone will find me a place, because I grew up at the end of the world, and so I've studied basically the ends of the social fabric, civilization's social fabric, and at the end you have these threads, these loose ends, these norms, cultural and normative values that are basically your magic silk threads, or intellectual potential, and they basically, if you these the quantum, you see them quantum, and then another group is the qualification. They test them. Are they really good threads? Are they strong and useful? And you tie these together, and you create a structure out of the social fabric. And then this is like the nucleus, and orbiting around this logospheric reality are a number of inventions that are all based on basically social ecology and economic, putting a name to what is ecological, and this is what I want to sustain, basically. These inventions, they run in my family, inventions, and I don't know, I'm, I'm very focused on this. I'm not really a yes man. I'm beyond that, choosing my words as carefully as possible because I'm 41 years old, and I've just been studying this stuff half my life at least. And I was in the environment that creates this intellectual exposure and cultural understanding to do this. So here we go.